So in this video, I'm going to talk about post-purchase email automation. This is continuing in the succession of email automation flows for e-commerce. And especially with BFCM coming, it would help if you tighten the grip on these automation flows and made them as productive, as results oriented as possible. So typically what we recommend is you run the post purchase automation for approximately 28 to 30 days. Why would you ask, do you run that long? Because one, they've already bought from you, so you have their trust. So what's the next best thing that you can do at the moment? So at this point, let's talk about a few options here. So I'm going to change the screen here and go to the actual automation, and then I'll show you from here. So first of all, what we try and do is the moment they place the order, you want to send one of these three emails. Now, immediately after placing an order, the users twiddling their thumbs, looking at their screen, waiting for their email, refreshing their mailbox because they want to make sure that you've received their order, that the order is received right, the payment has gone through, and the date of shipping, etc., is included in the order. So while that's happening, send them an email that literally surprises the hell out of them. One of these three things should appear to them. One, instant discount with time restriction. Hey, by the way, we noticed that you ordered these and you did not order this. If you order it in the next 3 hours, we will add this within the same order. You will get an extra discount on this item and there'll be free shipping because we'll include it within the same order. At least 30% of your users are going to convert. The easiest way to increase your average order value. I'm not talking lifetime value here. This is still increasing your average order value. So we, in our research, in our experiments, have seen at least 30% growth in revenue right from this email. Another segment, and this is, by the way, you can divide them 1/3 to test which one of them is most useful for your business. The second is get a full refund of your order. Now that prompts their attention. Take this survey, and in this survey, we will add you to a lucky draw. Every month, 3 customers get a full refund of their order. Now, suddenly their interest is piqued and they're no longer waiting for their email, but they want to get their money back. So they're going to go take the survey. In this survey, you ask them as many questions as you want, especially to collect first party data, because that is what you're going to use in cross selling and upselling and future relationship with this customer. So the questions you want to ask in this survey, and I have a separate list. So comment below in the video if you want to get access to that list, by the way. One, how did you find us? You want to see where your users come from. Two, what made you buy from us? Remember, you may or may not be using that information in your advertising. But the moment they tell you what made them buy from you, that becomes your selling point. Third, what nearly prevented you from buying from us? Now, this today may not have prevented them, but may be preventing others to buy from you. So you are automatically addressing that objection on your product sales page. Some other questions can be added. Age, who do you generally shop for, what kind of family structure do you have? So basically you have kids or you have parents. So you get a sense of, and people in greed for wanting their refund will give you this information. Another example or another way to try is, instead of a full refund, get X amount in exchange for a survey. So here's a $25 voucher to use as you please. You do not have to shop for $50 or $100 or anything. If you buy $25 worth, we will just charge shipping and handling and send you the item. So this is still free money for them. Any of these 3 items should be the first email. The iron is hot. If you strike it, you're bound to get results at this level. Wait a day or so, and not wait, and then wait a couple of hours and send thank you, confirmation, and support options. Now, your POS, whether it's Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, WooCommerce, whatever it is, has already delivered that thank you email. The payment processing email has been received by them. This email is your marketing CRM email. It tells them, thank you, the order was received successfully, and you will see the status here and there. And here is how to get in touch with us if you have any questions. Now, people buy on emotion and they justify by logic later. So what you're trying to do here is you're trying to convince them that they've done a good job, they've made a good choice, and that you are a worthy company to do business with. So you're giving them support options, you're telling them how to get in touch with you, and if they have any questions, they should be able to go to this or this URL. In about a day, send them a brand value affirmation email. That email is again a reinforcement of your brand. This user may have purchased from one of three situations. One, they saw an ad, liked the ad, found the need, purchased immediately, have not had a chance to go through your welcome flow. Two, they looked at it, searched the internet, compared the pricing, found your product worth it, and made a purchase. And the third user is who has probably gone through your brand, has gone through the research, has done a month worth of back and forth, and has made a purchase. Now, except for the third customer who has probably gone through all of this already, you do want to confirm your brand values. You want to make sure that the brand values that they expect are aligned, and that your brand essentially is what it touts to be, whether it's a social cause, whether it's a charity, whether you work for the planet, whether you donate to a charitable hospital, whatever it is you do. But you do want to affirm the brand mission, what you stand for, why you started, or what your company ethos are. So that kind of information essentially tells them that they're not dealing with a fly by night operator, and that they have made the right choice. Why are we doing this? The reason we are doing this is we want to reduce our returns. Now, they may or may not like the product once it comes, but if you have reinforced these beliefs, the support option, the brand value affirmation, and a couple of other emails that I'm about to talk, then you have already confirmed with them that they are dealing with the right company. And before they kind of make you lose the money by returning the product, it would help if they connect with support, ask questions. They may be slightly misunderstanding what your value proposition was. Wait for a day or two and then send UGCs and testimonials from other users, ideally UGCs. And the reason for that is to prime them for giving a UGC to yourself, themselves at a future date. So when they see other people recording videos, whether it's an unboxing video, whether it's a video on how to use it, or whether it's a video touting the benefits or how the other user's life changed, they relate to a genuine customer video. So include those videos and, of course, testimonials in that email. So now by this point, you have already done the work to create a solid foundation for your brand. The fourth email that should go out should be about the product benefits. Try and it does take a little bit of investment, but try and create emails relevant to the product that they have bought. I know most companies set up a post-purchase automation that is generic, but I encourage every one of the clients that we work with to have a unique product benefits email here. They need to know the product that they have purchased is going to change their life and in what way. So help them visualize that with this email. Tout the benefits, show them visuals, show them probably how to use or anything that you think is relevant for them at this stage, but talk specifically about the product that they've ordered. Because now the delivery date is coming near, and therefore you want to make sure that their conversation is around the benefits of the product and not just about the brand. The delivery is confirmed, one more product email is required at this stage, maybe a day or two later. And at this stage, you will essentially give them the logistics, the specifics about the product, how to use it, how others have made the best use of it, what others have said it works best at, what time of day to use it, what is the best way formulation, anything and everything that you can talk about specifics about using that product. Include that information in this email so they know that you're with them, that you're supporting them every step of the way. Comes ordering experience. Now that you have basically encouraged them to engage with the brand, you have essentially convinced them that they've bought from the right company and that this is the best relationship they've had in a while. Now you ask them for ordering experience feedback. Ask them a couple of open-ended questions, but in general, this is a good place to understand what the packaging is like, what they would have expected or not expected, and what they would want to say at this stage. Generally, this is also the stage where you would get maximum negative reviews. So if you send emails like an ordering experience feedback, they know that their voice is being heard, and instead of going public, they're going to go private. They're going to talk to you about their experience. They're going to tell you what they found was not what they expected and how you can fix that. At this stage, based on, and I'm assuming this is a positive feedback, so they move to the next stage of the cycle. If it was negative, obviously this is in your CRM and you're handling it. But if it's a positive experience feedback, then you ask them for a user generated content request. Would you mind sharing with us or sharing on Instagram, or tagging us, or sharing a picture, and we will send you a $5 or $10 or $15, whatever it is worth, gift voucher for your troubles. So now all of a sudden, and by the way, remember, uh, if you have to install an app, install an app. There is an app called Sevoid, which lets people do this on Instagram. There are some other apps that you can install, or if nothing else, give them an easy way to give the content to you. Because one of the biggest reasons we've seen UGC requests fail is brands forget to provide an optimum way to send the content. I received the email. Yeah, I love the product. Hey, I'm going to record a video. Now, what do I do? Who do I send it to? Where do I upload it? What should be the length? So if you have not created already, have a blueprint for what your UGC request could look like. You may be using it with your influencers. Fine, use that. But in any case, make sure that this information is available in this email. After the UGC request, ask them for a review, whether it's a Google review, whether it's a on-site review, whichever way you want to collect your reviews. Make sure that you give them star ratings within the email. Let them click on the rating within the email and have 5 different images in this email: 1 star, 2 star, 3, 4, and 5 stars. Why? Based on that click, you redirect them to a relevant page. If their stars are between 1, 2, or 3, take them to a feedback form. We would love to know why you're rating us negative. 4 and 5, we would love to know why you're rating us positive. 2 different forms. Try and create a founder-led video in both of those. Hey, I noticed you're giving us 3 stars or 2 stars, or you're not giving us expected ratings. I would love to connect with you. Here is a form. Give me enter the details here, and I will personally reach back out to you on 1 to 3 stars. And 4 and 5, I wanted to thank you profusely. And it makes their experience all the more interesting and all the more engaging. Once this is done, that cycle is complete. Now, and again, depending on the kind of products you sell, depending on the price of your product, if you see, I'm not adding the exact number of days between these emails. And there is a reason for that. Based on your average cart value, based on your product and its life, based on the shipping time that you take, these days may be adjusted and the cycle may be extended or reduced, as the case may be. But with that being said, you definitely want to now bring them to a upsell/cross-sell sequence. So depending on the products they've bought, and they're not going to go into those video that I'm going to record for this, but make sure that you know, based on each product, what is the next product or next logical item that you want to recommend. Related products, complementary products, the people that bought this also bought that. Either way, for every product, you're supposed to have a content piece. Include that content piece. Start building a foundation for pre-selling the product. So now you're suddenly talking about the value. The content that you're producing as a blog is about how they can change, go from stage that they are in, a current state, to a desired state. And in order to do that, the bridge that they need is your product. That's essentially what you want to highlight with this blog post. Once this is done, you introduce the product here and then give them a discount to cross-sell, saying, hey, by the way, since you are an existing customer, here's a special offer for you for this product. So now that you have warmed them up, start giving them a discount. Then it's a straightforward FOMO, scarcity, urgency type of emails that you follow through. And then once again, wait 3 more days, increase the discount if they still haven't purchased from 10% to 15%, for example. And then you do FOMO, etc. as well. Once FOMO part is covered, whether they purchased or not, it should matter, but they should always go through loyalty and rewards program details. This is the part where you will ask them to join your rewards program. This is the part where you're going to ask them to become your brand ambassador. This is the part where you're going to ask them about referrals, give $10, get $10, etc., that kind of stuff. So, and then of course, move them into ongoing newsletter and campaign. So this is what constitutes the perfect post-purchase funnel. We have been doing this for 5 years. We have done hundreds of brands and probably hundreds of post-purchase automations. And this formula never fails us. This formula ensures that your customers are engaged for the long term. This ensures that you get repeat orders for the long term. And this ensures that your customer lifetime value is increasing on a persistent basis. So if you have questions about this, you want a copy of this document, you want a copy of some sample emails, more than happy to give them to you. Just ask them in the comments below.